Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Hey guys, Amber here with A Maple Family, and today I kind of have a different video for you. I did get sent a couple of these like Bible-based games from a company called Boardgames Central. I didn't even know they existed, so I'm sure a lot of you probably didn't know they existed, and honestly, I could definitely see these being beneficial, like if you're a Christian homeschooler, or maybe if you teach like a Sunday school program, or like a vacation Bible school program. We have a lot of those popping up this summer where we live. So I wanted to at least highlight these because, like I said, I didn't even know like this genre of game existed. So they're kind of fun kid games if, you know, getting the Bible into your children is crucial or important. This could be like a fun way to do it and a fun way to help them recall different Bible stories they have been learning. These are also really well made and the components are really good. So it might be something to consider. So this first one is called Emoji Bible Story, and it's basically what it sounds like. This reminds me of like, Apples to Apples, maybe. Like, there's different games that you can play within this. There's actually 4 different games you can play, and I'm going to quickly and briefly talk on those, and also put a link in the description below, so if you want to check this out in greater detail, their website does a great job of breaking down how all of these games work. So, as I said, with this game, Emoji Bible Stories, there's 4 different ways, or a variety of ways you can play it. The first one is called Tell a Bible Story. So, in Tell a Bible Story, you're actually going to be using these green, and you get quite a few of them, story cards. And on the back, you're gonna see just kind of a brief synopsis of some key words that you would find in that Bible story, as well as a Bible reference. You're then gonna be using this ginormous stack of emoji cards, which are really bright, colorful, easy to identify, you know, money, people, camels. There's all sorts of stuff in here that are going to help tell the Bible story that you have drawn. So let's pretend I had the story card that said Noah and the flood. I may play an animal emoji, a water drop emoji, and the dove holding the olive branch to tell my story of Noah and the flood. So then the people I'm playing with will either agree or disagree on if my emojis match my story. Similar to that, you can also keep your story hidden and only play your emojis and see if your opponents can guess your story, earning you and them both a point. Emoji Bible Stories also comes with these purple cards, purple story cards, and you can see here they actually have pictures on them telling you what emojis you need to fulfill the Bible story. So this one and this variant is more of like a set collection. There's also another variant using these cards, which can be played similar to Slapjack. So you will put one of these down and draw your hand of emoji cards. One at a time, you're gonna place your emoji cards down, and as soon as any match what is on the card, you will slap your hand down on that emoji card, earning yourself a story card point. That variant is called Snap and Redeem and is recommended for people that may not know their Bible stories as well, just as another way to play this game. So that is Emoji Bible Story card game. You can see this could be really good for younger children if you are trying to have them learn Bible stories or present them with Bible stories, or even teach a Sunday school lesson, or like I said, vacation Bible school, something like that. This may be a great option for you. The next game they sent to me is called Parable Parade. This is basically like a set collection game. And what you're trying to do is there are parables that are from the Bible, and you're trying to get a set of 4. So every parable story has a set of 4 cards that has different artwork on it that helps you describe kind of what that parable was about. So this could be a great way as well to have younger children retell that story and articulate that story. And the nice thing is they have these pictures to kind of jog their memory. Now this one does have a little bit of like take that in it, because there's different cards that when you've accumulated them allow you to steal parable cards from your opponents. So if they're close to completing a set, you can play these kingdom cards and actually steal cards that they've placed in their tableau area. There are also these other cards that they refer to as oopsie cards, and If you do draw any of those, you have to discard your kingdom cards, and if you don't have kingdom cards to discard, you discard your parable cards. So they really just deter you from being able to build your tableau, and you're having to discard 3 cards if you see this or if you draw this during your turn. And that is Parable Parade in a quick nutshell. Again, I am going to link these down in the description below. I would definitely check out the website because they have great videos that go into in-depth like reviews of how this game works. Having the kids retell and articulate these parables in their own words can be really, really helpful in them memorizing kind of what the story is and being able to share that with others. And the last game I have to show you, again from the website Bible Games Central, is called The Good Shepherd. So many in the Christian faith will refer to Jesus as the Good Shepherd, and that is basically kind of the theme of this card game. So in the Good Shepherd, you are going to have sheep and pasture cards, and in order to score points at the end of the game, these actually need to be paired together. So you can't just have sheep or just pasture, but for every sheep and pasture pair you have, you will get the associated points on those cards. Now there are other cards that you're gonna run across in this Good Shepherd game, so let me briefly show you what those are so you can get an idea of how this game will work. One of the cards you may see is a sparrow card. If you play a sparrow card on your opponent, they have to show you their entire hand so you can see everything that they have. If you play a wolf card face up on one of your opponents, you get to blindly pick a card from their hand and give them one in return. You can even give them back the card that you picked. And if you play a stampede card on an opponent, they will have to discard their entire hand, but don't worry, they get to draw 3 new cards. You also will have a Good Shepherd card potentially in your hand. This can be discarded to protect you against stampede and woofs. So this does have to be discarded to negate these negative effects. But don't worry, once you play your Shepherd card, you can draw a new card in its place. Now, maybe you're wondering if this game just goes on forever and ever and ever. No, it doesn't. The creators of this game have built in a time clock, and that is using these sundown cards. So in a 2 to 3 player game, anytime these are drawn, they go out in front of all the players. Once all 3 are played, the game is over. In a 4 to 6 player game, you will have 5 sundown cards that have to appear before the game is over. And that is a brief overview of The Good Shepherd. Thank you guys so much for watching this brief review of some of the games that Bible Gaming Central has to offer. I also want to give a huge thank you to Bible Gaming Central for entrusting us to display some of their games on our channel. We really appreciate it, and we were privileged to do so. I hope you guys were enlightened as I was. I really didn't even know this genre of games existed, so I was really happy to talk about it and hopefully make people aware of it that wanted to know about games that fit this genre. I think these are great games for like churches to implement into their curriculum just to make that Bible story time a little bit more fun. Also, like Vacation Bible School, I could see this being really helpful. And, you know, just Christian families in general, just being able to play like a 5 or 10 minute game and refresh their minds on these Bible stories. I really enjoyed putting this video together, and I hope you all found it enlightening and helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I would love to have you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. See you guys later.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.